Iki kasapi list lahap is intlahap sutlach wa mat chach minum sulchi is naqsilucht ti an qiluchten sulchlat sama stutlach ul tiku salmentum tiklan il sama man tiuslach kulo tiuslach kama hay kos qilucht ja tikos tiklam يقول met kwisselgi en yapitchen or huistel goed posesel goed kolumsel goed ja gemisselgi is nog zielig aan het kolumstelgi aan qiluchtsen het schilig Sapi is geen slechte hoor, weet sapi is nog zielig. Ze zeggen nog ilse slechte aan qiluchtsen het als je toch gehapselig of je stem timmerselig, ik waselig. Dus ja, het weet sap zit een sloeg commiselig. Niet kan ze niet genomen zo goed gehapselig. Dat ze een qiluchtsen. Of lapna zijn stilzig zo konig als ook dat ze misschien in qulqilten. Heel lapna het ze maar maya mkhminkselig kusquiselig. Kusutnemselig. Ja een qiluchtsen zo goeie gast het choutselig. Rutix quinamamel. Atli tiku schimihapna iku zijn qiluchtsen or tak Sweden beni ayaplut stilhund ayapkulment. Rutkulment selment. Takran no yapitchen and samats and chutluch. You don't use it, you're gonna lose it. He was that's clear on qiluchtsen. He was from a ʔaʔk. A long time ago, I guess shame and everything had a lot to do with the loss of language. And so when they said, well, these are people are smashed, they're becoming white influenced, and that's what they call smashed, influencing to the whites and meanwhile the complexion is still there, and yet they're trying to be white, and then they'd kind of put their people, pushed them off to the side, and they started acting like, I don't know what you're saying, kind of thing. And then old people used to say, well, I don't know why you're saying that to me. This is your language, Your skill. You should know your language. You should work on getting your language. Like years ago, they tried to tell the young ones, you should learn your language, but they didn't. But the shame continued going on and on about it. Now they got a concern about wanting it back, and after the grandparents and parents are gone. But which is good. I'm glad that it's happening. I'm not criticizing. I just more or less sharing the history of the language of how much shame has caused a loss. And so I'm really grateful to the speakers today that they're doing their best to retrieve or to get back to what is theirs. And that's part of your identities. He is chulhual. He is unichumpi. He is chulhualtum. He ante unichu is chulhualtum. So lot when kings chachmint be is chilchump. Don't ever be embarrassed about your Indianness or who you are. But just huist, but lap quint. Queen, bach if you hadn't we call that an influence it should you got influenced by somebody's behavior. You got influenced. They got influenced. So that's one of the words that we have to stop doing that in our life. For things that aren't our way. So we should learn about our own influences, about how our people were. Our way of life is something that we have to grow with. And it's a value. Like, the reason we're so far behind is we're not pushing it hard enough. You really got to push hard. That means if you want the language that bad, you have to go after it. Keep going after it. Keep asking. You have to be a pest. That's the only way you're going to get it. You have to be a real pest. That's, you think about it. If you really want something, I can't give it to you. I can't take it out of my pocket and give it to you. I can't take it. If you want something like that, then we are exclam, and we ma toyment, when we ma plant, that anti, we excakitchum. You can't in schools and Khilofton. Justly and Khilofton just no yapichin and Hminka no yapichin ex me nonamutla anti. It's like your education you go to. Now you go to university, you went after something and you made your achievement. You got your achievement. That's the same thing with Nakhilson. Your achievement, it has to grow from you. You gotta want it. If you don't want it, then don't waste my time. Don't waste your own time. Otherwise, you're just a waste of time. And that's the way I see it. That's what you have to really think about. And I don't want you to feel like you're a waste of time. Anybody is. I should never be a waste of time, but that's just the way that it is. It has been for a long time. Sapi, when I was young in school. All my peers, they'd ask me, how do you say this? I'd tell them, then they'd laugh at their language. After a while, I got shamed out because there was other people or they thought it was funny. After a while, it wasn't funny for me. It was like there was mockery toward their culture and language. So that's what I went through in my life. That hurt me really bad. And so today I always mention how it was when I was young. There was no glamour. There was no, oh, it's cool. It wasn't. We paid for it through our pain, through our neglect. Only we know what we went through to know this language. Ikutsin shukhna. Nimflet ja kulsin to me. Sapi kolach kakamstum. When you say the word kakamstum, it means when we were laughed at and criticized. That's when somebody kakamans. It's like somebody is going, that's kakamans. That's like, I mean, whatever made you to be so cool that I'm not, you know? That's kind of like how I looked at it. So I didn't fit in with my people a long time ago. Some of them anyway. Some of them were okay with mine, and a lot of them were, they didn't realize the importance of their culture until now they're grandparents, and now they want to know. Well, I'm not going to hold the past against them. I just want my people to take back what's theirs. It's yours. You have to take it back. And you have to protect it like I have. And we it's for you to take back, to protect, and to give it back to somebody one day. And that's what I'm just saying is that's your responsibility. Now the responsibility is landing on your shoulders to take on and to protect, to care about, and do it without shame. Any culture, no matter what culture it is in the world, should always be protected by our own people that own these cultures.